say a few things about the ADU. I agree with the previous speaker that this needs to be sent back to the planning board. Actually, let me comment on Roger's statement. I've never wished to see Joe Volpe in a room here to speak before as I did tonight. Mr. Volpe last meeting commented on Rupert Friday, a planning board member coming up and speaking, and said how wrong that was. So ditto, Mr. DeSimone, how wrong that was just. As far as the ADUs, I sent an email, I copied Alex and all of our town solicitors, and including Mr. Craven over the weekend. Procedurally, you need to send this back to the planning board. You're making two major changes. I know that the council has come out many times. Donna, you're an advocate. You don't want to get sued. Well, the town's been sued twice before on the 3-student loan on procedural issues. This exact same thing, not going back to the planning board. You remember, James, that happened under your watch. It happened under Matt Mannix's watch as well. We need to send this back. There are two. The seller that Jim wants to take out, the year-round housing that I think is a good thing, it needs to go back to the planning board so that we don't get sued again. Because it isn't only 2,100 that will sue the town. There are town residents that are ready to sue the town if law is not being followed and if procedures aren't being followed correctly. I can't help, I don't know if anybody saw today the Providence Journal. Obviously, the Providence Journal doesn't have a fact checker employed any longer because a lot of the facts they have here really aren't facts. But it ended with a comment by a Narragansett resident. His name was Jeff Hamill. I've never met him. But what a telling statement he had at the end of the discussion about housing and about the zoning things that you're trying to do. His last sentence of the article was, "A community without families won't be a community for long." And I think that's where we're at right now. The zoning changes that you're making, the zoning change that the speaker made, allowing lots that were merged to unmerge to be able to develop affordable housing. Well, in my neighborhood, Briggs Farms, there was a lot that was unmerged, and it was just recently, it was merged together, recently unmerged. Jim, your son sold the lot. Your friend had a buyer that bought the lot, and they unmerged those lots. Guess what the lots are on the market for? $800,000. How can that be affordable housing? So what you guys are trying to do with doing what the speaker wants you to do isn't creating affordable housing. There are many ways. We just had a speaker before that had many great ways to do affordable housing. This isn't it, guys. You're killing our community. You're getting rid of our families. Please stop. Send it back to the planning board. Have the planning look at the seller, at the year-round, and most of all, the parking. I spoke about it last time I was here. The state law says there needs to be one parking place per bedroom. You didn't even look at it. Do better.